God damn son of a bitch. Hi, all. I think I'm live. Hi, Beck. Whew. Always running around. Why is that? You know you're going on. You know what time it is, and then at the last minute you're running around like you don't know what the hell you're doing. And it's always the way. I think I'm live. It says I'm live. I didn't end the stream. Ah, there I am. With the lag, I just showed up on my iPad. So I hope you're well, Aunt Bex. I hope all's going well. And I guess you're going to get some of Beryl, whatever's left of her, I think. I think she's more moving up towards you, unless you've already gotten her, what's left of her. She's been a doozy. She was a tropical storm, and then she was a hurricane, and then she was a tropical depression. Rain would be good. Yeah. Hi, Kathy Whitney from Oregon. Yeah, we still, we have no rain to speak of. We get the afternoon thunderstorm, which can be pretty intense for about, hi, Tina, for about 15, 20 minutes, and then it's over, which is fine. The other day, hi, Safia, we had a lot of lightning. I mean, a lot of lightning, like right on top of the house type of lightning, where there's a flash of lightning and then there's thunder, like immediately following. There's no, like, I use the trick. I don't know how accurate it is, but when you see lightning, you start counting and like by seconds, and then you divide that by 3, and that's supposed to tell you about how far the storm is. And some of these lightning strikes, there was no time to even count one. Oh, okay. For those about to art, we salute you. Haha. I was just listening to AC/DC. Oh, good for you. Good for you. See, that's all 80s music. And I don't know where I was in the 80s. Not, the big hair thing and those groups. I guess I was raised in, I don't know, just never got into that, folk music early on. And then, of course, the Beatles were a big part of my life from age 13 to age 21. So that was a big chunk. Because I liked singers like Johnny Mathis and Barbara Streisand and that kind of music also, kind of old fashioned. And then, of course, I listened to a lot of Peter, Paul, and Mary and Bob Dylan and Joan Baez and all of that, too. Well, I haven't thought about those in a long time. I was going to do the not Becky's, Janet's zine challenge, and I just didn't get into it until too late. And then I thought I would do, living in an octopus's garden by the sea, and I was going to use that octopus stamp. But then I realized I didn't have enough time to get it done and get it to her. So I didn't do it. So I've been working happily along on my postcards. And I tried to make a stream yesterday, and I still don't know how to do this. I made a very short video of me putting together card 9, right? And I filmed it directly on YouTube, but I had it on private. And then I thought that after it was done, I thought I could hit the upload button and then upload it and change it to public. Well, apparently it's not that easy. Excuse me, or I couldn't get it to do that, because when I hit the little icon to allow you to either create or upload, I got a thing on the screen. It says, either drag and drop or put the file in here. and there was no way for me to grab hold of that video that I had made and drop it into that upload box. And then it said I would be upcoming at 4 p.m. And I never been successful in doing that either. So 4 p.m. came and went and nothing happened. And then I just deleted everything. So I lost the whole little video I had made. It was only 11 minutes, but I had to delete it. Like when you delete it forever. And they want to make sure you know it's forever. So I deleted it. And then I just took a picture and posted the picture of number 9. So one of these days, I really would like to figure out how to do that. And then Barbara Clark was saying that she videos doesn't use YouTube. She can't use YouTube. There's Barbara. She uses Photo Booth on her Mac, and I have a Mac, so maybe that's what the problem is. So I have to figure out how to do that. So anyway, I'll show you number 9. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but this is how 9 came out. It's kind of hard to see the 9 because it's punched out of a pop can. And I've been saving this lady forever. Cut her out of one of those sticker books. It's not a sticker book, but it has all those great images. And actually, her arm tore off a while ago. Hi, Angie. And I've been saving that little arm, and I was so afraid I lost the arm, but I didn't. So that's number 9. And I'm going to do 10 right now, and it's really easy. You can switch cameras in it easily. Okay. I'll mess around with that because I'd like to do a little video of me making them. Because I have everything ready. It's just a matter of gluing it together. So I'm going to just glue on 10, which is today. A lot of these images I'm finding out of my magazines. I'm going up on just cut out magazine images that appeal to me. And this was one of them. I just kind of like this lady's hands. And I like this kind of background. This is a card that I directly jelly plated on, meaning I put the ink on the jelly plate and then printed it, and I did it a couple of different times, and there's a stencil under here that you can barely see. So I've got a couple of layers here. So she's going to go right here. So let's just glue her on. And that's easy enough. If I can find, there's my glue stick. And I need my little, because that's buried, right? I want my little glue thing I've been using to glue on. Is that it? No, that's not it. Of course. Oh well. Ugh, it's okay. No biggie. Oh, that's great. That's super, Angie. Nothing better than multitasking, crafting, and listening. I do it all the time. All the time. I heard you were doing something with, did you say cans? Are you making something out of cans? I think I heard you say something about cans on Dee Dee's, I think. So. Yes, Hangy, also known as Angie. So I'm going to stick her right here. This is very simple. A lot of my cards are really kind of simple. All the work goes in the... So there's her hands. But what I like the most is what I came up with the... Hi, monkey. Jewelry boxes out of cans. Okay. Are you cutting the cans and making them square or... Probably should put some more. That's right. So I'm very happy with the number I made for this. I shouldn't get it. So the number is going to be this one here, and that matches her red nail polish. And I have a little blue circle for the 10 that kind of matches her sapphire ring. There. So that's it for tomorrow. Oh, today. Today. So there's number 10. Very simple. But I'm liking it a lot. Okay. Oh, dear. And I'm going to go ahead and make 11 and 12. Now, Juanita, Kitty, that's the one you're going to have spade, Becky? Thank you. Is that the one that's going to be spade, I hope? Is that her name, Juanita? Okay, this is my 11 card. And I just... And I cut him out of... Yeah, you can, it's really easy. You can just PayPal Becky. I mean, I PayPal Becky, and it's very simple. I'm sure she'll give you the information. So I cut him out of Vogue magazine. He wasn't a model, but he was behind a model. So we're going to glue him down. And I think he kind of looks, this is kind of like ancient whatever in the background. Let's see, no, and using cans that food comes out of. Oh, okay. Okay, that's very cool, Angie. Good idea. All right, so like, yeah, cans, food cans, which are much sturdier than aluminum cans. I guess, I don't know whether they make those cans out of tin anymore. Must be some sort of mixture of tin and, because they're much sturdier than your aluminum pop cans. That's for sure. So let's stick this guy down. Okay. And kind of makes him look like he's maybe in the Roman baths or something. Because if you had all of him, he is naked. But since his whole body didn't appear, I figured it would be odd if I put the bottom half on the card. So I just put the top half. Just do this. And then again, I made up my own numbers, and I like these numbers. I was very happy with them. You'll see. Because they kind of look like Roman numerals. But they're not. Oh, I should have done Roman numerals. Dang it, I didn't even think of that. Oh, well. I'm just doing 11. But that would have been good. So I'm just going to do 1. And actually, these are I from the word discoveries in Architectural Digest. Well, I got an offer from Architectural Digest to renew, right? So this is going to be 11. See if I can't get that somewhat even. And straight there. It's kind of straight. So there's my 11. That's simple, but I kind of like the crack that the cracks that are coming down through. And so there's 11. Simple. Very simple. Turn this off. Okay, there's 11. And I have 12 ready to go. So I'm going to do 12 and then I will stop. And this is the jelly print. And there's, if you can look closely there, you can see you could paint the cracks with gold paint to make it look like, yeah, I could. To make it look like repairs were done. Yeah, that would be, yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that. This is part of, right here, I think this is part of Devon's jelly, her stencil, right here, these sun rays. So what I have here is the wheel of a plane. Again, this was an ad in Vogue magazine that had part of a plane. So I cut that up. I'm going to stick that here, like so. And this is kind of the other part of the plane. I don't think the whole plane was in the ad. So I'm going to stick this kind of here. Whoops. Whoopsies. What am I doing? What did I do wrong? I think it goes like so. Yeah, like so. Okay. Yeah. Like that. There. There. So there's like the plane. The plane, the plane, the plane. And I think I'd rather have this. If I can get it up on top of that. Yeah, I think I like that better. All right, that's all right. So the plane. Now, I stamped the number 12 right here, but you can't really see it. No, I haven't seen that. Baby powder on the jelly plate as using that as a resist like function. So what I'm going to use for the 12 on this is this. I have a measuring tape, and I'm just going to put that right there as the 12. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cut it there. And there. And maybe I can, so I'm going to stick that there. And since that's kind of thick, I think I'm going to use a piece of double-sided tape. Oh, that's good. I love using this stuff, except that it's so expensive, but it's so easy to use. You know, you don't have to peel anything off, and it's super sticky. Let me cut this off here. I guess people use it for photographs and such to put in albums. I don't want any of it sticking out though, because it's really sticky stuff. Let's see, spreads the paint out, then sprinkles the powder, then pulls the print. It acts like a mask. Okay, that sounds cool. So I'll stick the 12 here. I like that. And then maybe do some black around it. I just had a black pen here. Here it is. Just kind of do this. A little scribbly. There. So there's 12. So I just did 10, 11, and 12. Simple. Easy peasy. Okay. And I have a bunch of other cards that have images on them. All they need are numbers. And Mariah provided a couple of sheets of free download numbers. So I'm using some of those, but I'm also looking for numbers in magazines, a little bit different types of numbers. Like I use the 2 O's from the word look and made that into an 8. But now I've got 10, 11, and 12 all done. So I'm very happy with that. So I don't have to worry about it. I will probably post a picture of this also, even though it appears on this video. But painted with gold on my clay goddess when it broke. Glued her back together, then painted the gold paint in the cracks. Yes, there's a word for that. Isn't there? There's a Japanese where they repair cracked pottery. I mean, especially like expensive, like porcelain and vases. That's expensive stuff that they repair with gold, and it's an art form, and they feel that it makes it even more valuable after it was broken and fixed with gold paint. Begins with an S, I think, and I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. And it's really amazing. I've watched them do that. Yeah, but you know what yeah. So I could do that. Just a little gold paint like in the crack, even though this is kind of bronze. I don't think I would use the gold pen. I think I would use gold paint. Don't you think gold paint would be better than the gold pen? I don't know. Have to think about that. Okay. And of course, I've been making more. Oh, is it Kintsugi? Okay. Kintsugi. Okay. All righty. I've been making more of these. Again, I told you they're addictive. All right. And here's some images. I'll show these real quick, and then we'll go on into the thing. But I haven't done any words yet, but these are just images that I've cut out and put on cards. The cards don't have any number. Kind of like that. I love this with the horse. And this one. And I kind of like this one. I really like this one. I like bicycles. I like that one. Let's see. I like this one. This one's done, but I have to wait until the 19th. This one is done. It's the 21st. Why it ended up being the 21st, I don't know. I have no idea. And then this is another one that's done, but I have to wait until the 25th. Why it's the 25th, I don't know. It just all seemed to make sense. So I've got, I'm in good shape in terms of just putting numbers on a lot of them. And then, oh, this was supposed to go on that. Let me ask you, what do you think about what happened to it? I was going to put this on here, but do you think it's too much? I was going to stick this on here like so. Yay or nay? too much, or that looks okay? Because it's got the gold and black on it. I think, okay, thank you, Barbara. I think it fills that, because that, I knew that that space was just kind of too empty. And it's got the black. All right, thank you. Maybe he's lonely. Thank you, guys. Yay, yay, yay. Well, thank you so much. Who's Angie? Is it Angie's, is it her brother that calls, or her nephew? That, oops. Uncle. Oh, your uncle. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. It was looking a little naked. Now that kind of completes it. Hi, Barbara. Musical Barbara, the Barbara that knows the lyrics to every song and knows when to bring it out. Okay, now on to the crinkly. Hi, Roland. Devin's here. Devin's going to be on at 2:30 this afternoon. I'm assuming. Hi, Debbie. And I'm making an assumption. You're assuming some jelly plate magic. Kathy's here too. Hi, K-Berg. Thanks for being here. All right, so here's my junk journal July. And my crinkly made out of the mailer bag from Amazon. So Spark was the first thing. Postcards. Second. Third was fold, but we did another fold. We did a fancy fold. This was labels. Next one was lettering, and I finished the lettering. I started it on Sunday, and this is, I got it out of the lettering book, and you do lettering inside a letter, and I'm happy with how it came out. It was pretty hard. It says, I get up every morning determined to both change the world and have one hell of a good time. Sometimes this makes planning my day difficult. By E.B. White. Hi, Raul. So that's another example of lettering. I had a lot of fun doing this. I really did. And then for fold, I did that foldy thing that Robin McClellan did. And I made a real big one. And then I made a small one with graph paper, thinking of Devin. And I do love graph paper. And the prompt was wildlife. So I went through my stamp collection. Okay, you made it to the airport and back this morning, haven't you? Well, that's good. I went through my stamp collection and pulled out all of my stamps that had wildlife on them. And I had actually enough to fill it all. And I had one space that I didn't have a stamp for. So then I went back through again and I found another stamp that had wildlife on it. So we'll just do this real quick. So I've got, I have to put something here. I need to find a big wildlife picture. But let's see, this opens like so. And then we got some stamps here. And then again, as you recall, it opens up like that. So now there's 4 more stamps. And then over here, this opens up. And this opens up with some more stamps. It was a great way to use up those stamps. I don't know about you, but I have a whole bunch of stamps because, you know, for $2. Hi, Gail. Got home from your dad's? Okay. You feel for like $3 or $4, you get like 200 stamps. So here's some more down here. And then here's the last bunch. These are Canadian ones, a lot of Canadian ones. A kangaroo. So that's those. I forgot I need to find a big wildlife. Oh, okay. You're doing Robin's folded books too? Yeah, I did a real big one too on Sunday. And I honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I made a huge one. And this is a digi downloads from P&M Studios, but this is huge. So I see Gail. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. You must be amazingly overwhelmed and delighted and blown away, flummoxed by the response to the postcard extravaganza. We're all having a blast. I just finished my number 10. I'll show it to you real quick. It's just very simple, but here's my number 10. I thought the numbers would match her fingernails and sapphire ring. But these are all images out of Vogue magazine and such. Oh, thank you, Aunt Bex. Yeah, it's slow going. Subscribers, yeah, that would be great. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I did that. That was I'm very tired, I'm sure. And you know, you shouldn't feel, I know you said on several occasions that you're trying to respond to comments. I mean, even yours. Oh my gosh, that little whimsical watercolor creature you made the other day was absolutely delightful and so much fun to watch you make. And people, you need to go back if you haven't seen his video yet. It's just adorable. Just again, a couple of blobs of watercolor turned into this really cute character. But it's got to be overwhelming. I mean, but it's great. It's good overwhelming. So I'm working in the junk journal July, and I am now going to be working on window is the next prompt. And I have everything cut out here. So I'm just going to do the window. Again, this journal is made out of exclusively the junk mail that I receive. I receive a lot, some days more than others, but this is only part of it. So we'll cover this up with a Architectural Digest picture of some beautiful windows. I love AD. And I was started to say, I just got another notice to renew. And I've noticed now that this is going to be a new thing. And, you know, I can't blame them, but $10 for 1 year, which is a really good price. And usually, if you get the 2 years for $20, then that includes shipping, but not so this year. So whether you get a 2-year renewal for $20 or a 1-year renewal for $10, they're adding on another $3 for shipping. So no longer is there free shipping, I guess, unless you get like a 5-year subscription or something like that. I know it is. Even if you haven't paid the shipping, it's a great magazine. I love it. I've been getting it for years. And every year I say I'm not going to renew it. And then they give me an offer like you can't refuse, right? So they make you an offer you can't refuse. And I always love looking at those houses. And I always ask, well, who gets to live like that? And of course, the people that are living in those houses get to live like that, right? So I've got that. So that's a window. And I thought I'd kind of put this window at an angle just to kind of be a little interesting. So these are relatively, easy prompts. And of course, you can be as creative as you want, or just cut out pictures like I want to do. I have the January junk journal that I made last January. I found that. And I was very creative in January last year. Yes, our house is a very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Uh-oh. No. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Woohoo! I saw them in concert at the Royal Albert Hall in London. So this is a cutout that has these little numbers in it. And then what you end up is with kind of like a little window. Now everything is easy because of you, yes. So I thought I would put that down as a window. And I've used this a couple of times. I've actually used it twice in the postcards. The very first postcard has a cutout of this. And another card has it. And now I'm using it here. The problem is gluing it down. The glitter glue does hold it, but I have to hold it. So I wanted to put one of these through it. So I'm going to try to stick this very carefully through the window, like so. Yeah. All right. So I don't know what to glue down first. I think I'll glue down this and then just kind of get under that. And let's see, I think that kind of looks cool. All right, let me get out the glitter glue and see. Yeah. I know. Same thing happened to me, Gail. Absolutely. Same thing happened to me. And then something went wrong and I never renewed, and they would negotiate, and they would say, well, how about whatever it was? And I ended up talking to somebody and I said, hey, I have a 5-mile commute and I don't really need the radio. I mean, I can make it, 5 miles. It's not that long of a commute. Be different if you were commuting or you were going in and out of like a mountain range where you would be losing a signal. I'm going to have to hold that for a second. And they said, well, how about $5 a month? So hi, Kimberly. So they kept on dropping it down. And I said, no, thank you. But then they never stopped. It was still there. And when I sold the car, I said to the salesman, the Sirius XM is still working. So I don't know whether the person who bought it, I don't know. But yeah, you get 3 months. It's nice, if you're in the car a lot. I liked it because you could also listen to, clean comedy. Not really foul kind of count, where they say the F word every other word. You can listen to the old radio shows like The Shadow and The Green Hornet and Amos and Andy and all of the old time radio shows, Jack Benny, all of them. Listen to those, which was fun. But yeah, they just kept on lowering the price, and I still get. And of course, since then, I've bought another new car and another 3 months of Sirius XM. And hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a great product. And again, if you have a commute or you're going on a trip, it would be great if you could. And I don't even know whether I still have it or not. I didn't renew it. And it's obviously, it pops up on the. I like that. Okay, I'm just going to pop some glue behind those. And then, yeah. Well, I think I've told everybody in here that, or most everybody, I've decided that I'm giving my car to my son, and I am going to lease a car. I'm going to lease from now on for the duration of my driving days, because I have a very short attention span when it comes to cars. And I love cars. I really do. I guess I'm a gearhead in disguise. And if I lease, then I can have a new car every year. I'm not going to worry about going over the mileage because, I've had this car since 2021, and I have 6,100 miles on it. It just had its first oil change, so he's basically getting a new car. So he's going to drive here during his Christmas break. He lives in Salt Lake City. And I will sell him the car. I think you have to do it for $1 or something like that. Sign over the title, and then I will, while he's here, I'll go lease a car. I've seen some really good lease deals right now, but I'm assuming there'll be good lease deals around Christmas time. There. What amazes me. Well, that's good. Good for you, Debbie. I did think I saw something pop up. You wrote a book. That is awesome. So here is the window. It's kind of like Jack and the Beanstalk, right? I have this here from the vision to the view, and that was part of the ad, but I don't know that I really like that much, whether that really needs that. So I don't know. What do you think? Is it too much? Judy in disguise. Well, that's. Should I leave that in or take yes or no for that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. They're too big. That's what I was thinking. They're just too big. I have some other windows, but I don't even think I need other windows. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, we'll leave that like so. All righty. So that's windows. Or maybe I can find something, find another quote that can go in that area that has to do with windows and such. All righty. Let's stick that there. Okay. Now the next one is the prompt is observe. And I have a little piece of a napkin. A guy was got his eyes wide open with a smile, so he's observing. So I'm going to kind of use him as the observe, and then add some more of these and call it a day. Keep it simple. And this is the name of the artist, P-O-L or V. I've got one napkin of his, and I very, very carefully have saved little bits and pieces because I just like the whimsy of this character. They are so cute. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. I'll put some washi tape here, and we'll see how it goes. And we'll stick that in. This is a Vans sneaker ad. I almost put that on there, but that just hurts you. I mean, you can't even look at it without hurting your eyes. At least it hurts my eyes. And here we go. River and ocean cruises. All aboard, huh? Yeah, I'd like to do that. Summer sale. Let's see. All-inclusive voyages from 1999. Free international airfare. Wow. Yeah, the cruise that I went on, it was just, I was talking about it. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy big. Way too big. One of those riverboat cruises, you know, the paddle wheel ones on the Mississippi River might be fun too, you know. All right, so this is going to go here. And we'll just bring this like so and give it a pat. I know. I love those characters. And again, I just have one piece of that napkin left. And I don't even know who gave it to me. And I've been just very carefully doling it out. I can't remember who gave me the one napkin. And I just like this because I just like it. Ah, yes, you're right. You are right, Yolan. It is from Lena. Yep, as soon as you said it. Yep, you're absolutely right. It is from Lena. Thank you. And I'm thinking that guy might be a Danish artist too. Are they that expensive? I didn't look, Gail. Wait, I folded that there, I think. But that's okay. I'll fold it again. Oh, yeah. Okay. That would be Oh, and Aunt Bex is saying they were thinking of doing that for their 40th. And again, wow, they are pricey. Well, it depends. Like if they're all inclusive and they include everything, then you've got to consider that. You know, like the cruise that I just went on was very pricey and it was not inclusive. Everything was extra. Everything. Okay. And we're going to stick him here. I think I can get him in the crease, so he should fold really easily. Now, I don't know. I think I want to cut this off this little bit here. Just this little bit. Get this out of the way. I don't know if I can get this tape off my finger. Oh, come on. All right, let's just do this. This little antenna on his head. He's so cute. She, he, whatever you want him, her to be. Do you remember the character? Yeah. Well, my sister and brother-in-law, when they would come to visit, even though they were coming from a long way, they would not stay very long because they always lived by the Ben Franklin adage that company and fish start to smell after 3 days. And even though they were coming from like Maine to Florida, they would never stay that long. Okay, we'll see you later, right? I hope you're on at 12:30. Not 12:30, 2:30, correct? So hopefully you can square away with the landscapers and you'll be on at 2:30, I hope. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, yeah, I'm supposed to, I still making plans to visit my friends on the west. You know, I've told you this story. You're probably bored listening to me bitch about this trip over to the west coast of Florida. You'd think I was driving to California or something like that. It's 165 miles. It's about a 3-hour trip. And I'm bitching about it, and I haven't even gone yet. It's just a crappy drive because the one road you have to go on is one of those roads that's been under construction ever since I've lived here. And I've lived here for 24 years. And it's just a road that has lots of accidents on it. And in order to get to the west coast of Florida, it's not easy. You either would have to drive south and then go west or drive north and go west. So anyway. And I still haven't contacted the rover.com people. Yeah, and it's a boring trip, yeah. Yeah. It is a boring trip. Well, I went across. My brother used to live in Delray Beach, in Delray area, and I was visiting once, and he took me over to Naples, and we went across on what is known as Alligator Alley. And I don't even know the number of that. And that was a 2-lane highway. Yeah, we can no longer hike. Yeah. That's too bad. It's hard. I tell you what, I had a whole different expectation for my retirement than what it ended up being. I really thought I would do a lot of travel. And Europe is not very handicap accessible, not like it is here in the States. It's, yeah, there are not elevators everywhere, and it can be a little tricky navigating areas of Europe. And the last time I was in Europe was several years ago, and it was not easy. We were in Edinburgh, and the streets are cobblestone, and it's just not. No, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh, is that the Alligator Alley 75? Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking at that on the map. That is a possibility, but that's the longest route. That would be 3 hours and 13 minutes if I went that way versus 2 hours and 38 minutes. So I think I'm not interested in taking the scenic route. Okay. So I'm going to stick a couple of these because I can and because I really love them. And I have so much fun making them. So he can be observing them, possibly. Maybe like so. This over here. And I need a little glue down here. And I'll put some washi tape here. Let's do that. And I got this is kind of popped up a little bit. So let me do a little squirt of well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Florida, really, honestly. I've lived here longer than anywhere else. And this is just where I ended up, I'm not a fan. But I'm here. The only other, I don't know where I would live. I liked Adams County, Pennsylvania. Outside, it's an area outside of Gettysburg. I would definitely. It's gorgeous there, and you have all 4 seasons, but they're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Getting to and from Eureka. I can imagine. Yeah, 4, that's the one I was talking about. 4 is the one that I would have to take. That's the one hello, Joyce. That's the one that is under construction. And that's the one I would drive north to Orlando and then pick up 4 and take 4 to 75, which would take me down into Bradenton where they live. So I'll have a little celestial look here for him to observe. He can be observing the stars, right? Maybe I can find some like binoculars or something like that. This is a real pretty washi tape. And I think I better put a piece over here, otherwise it wouldn't. Yep, 528. I would take from here, I would take 95 to 528, 528 to 417, and then pick up 4, or I could take 528 right to 4. That's pretty much the route. Now, Dana Yates goes the southern route, but I think that's the longer of the two. There. Okay, I think I'm going to say I'm done for today. I'm going to maybe add some eyewear. Oh. I like the glasses, but then it covers his beautiful eyes. But it is kind of cute. Maybe I could just put the glasses over here. It's my glasses. Hi, Mary Lou. Yeah, I guess I'd have to go north to get there. Yeah. So the first thing I have to do is contact the rover.com babysitter people. I haven't even talked to them yet. And take it from there. Get somebody to take care of Miss Pain in the Ass over here. At least I'll get a good night's sleep if I go away. She won't be waking me up at 4:30 in the morning. God, she's worse than a baby. All right. Well, thank you for everybody for being here this afternoon for another midweek crafting fun. And enjoy your crafting if you have time to just do so. Have a wonderful day and rest of the week. And if all goes well, I'll see you Sunday and continue to work on this or find some other trouble to get into. And stay cool, everybody. That's for sure. Yep. So thank you so much. And if you can't be good, be careful and interesting and kind. Bye-bye.